Page 13, look at the top. There are 4 of these, and we'll do one together. Number 2, you've got a plus 2b minus 8a. Remember, you always put your terms in alphabetical order. So I will do a first. A minus 8a is negative 7a plus 2b. Boom, that's it. So you'll do the same with the others. Remember, with x and y, you do x first and then y. You do s squared first and then t. Let's go down and look at 10 and 11. Starting with number 10. We have some distribution. So we're going to rewrite this whole thing and get rid of that parentheses by distributing. 10a, we've got 2 times a is 2a. 2 plus 9, 2 times 9 is 18, plus 25. There we go. I forgot my little plus sign. So I have 10a plus 2a is 12a. And then 18 plus 25 is, let's see, 18 plus 25, 43, plus 43. I did my variable term first and my number or constant last. Now this one, it's got parentheses and it looks like we might have to distribute, but there's nothing to distribute. And if you think of this as just a 1, well, 1 times x is x, 1 times negative 4 is negative 4, so it works out the same way. So basically, I've got 3 terms, 5y, x, and negative 4. And there's not really much for me to do except write them out. So I'm going to put them in the correct order. X comes first, and then my y plus 5y, and then my constant, which would be negative 4. There we go. So I think these were probably the hardest, and any others that are equally as hard are the same type. So if you can do these, then you can do the others. Now on to page 14. Look at the top. You'll do a lot of these with exponents and writing them in expanded form. In fact, there are 11 of them in all. We'll do 3 together, and then you can do the rest on your own. Notice on number 1, you've got the exponent of 4. Remember, that 4 only applies to the x. So when I write this in expanded form, it's 12 times x times x times x times x times y. The only thing that's to the 4th power is the x. Now, look at number 4. What is cubed? Well, everything inside this parenthesis is cubed. So then, 2, 3 times will be 2 times 2 times 2, x 3 times, x times x times x. And then we've got something squared. What is squared? Everything inside this parentheses. 5 and y are both squared. So we're going to do times 5, and y is squared, times y, times y. There we go. I wrote the whole thing out in expanded form. Now number 5, what does the 4 exponent apply to? Just the x. So when I write that in expanded form, it's 2 times x times x times x times x. Be careful when you get to this one because the 4 applies to everything inside the parentheses. And numbers 7 through 11, they try to trick you. Don't let them do it. Don't do it. You can do this. I believe in you. Now, down to the bottom section, 12 through 17. We'll do 14 and 17 together. So 14, those are some crazy terms there. A squared b c cubed. A squared b. Okay, so every one of these is the same term because they're all a squared b c cubed. So that makes it easy. So basically it's 5 minus 7 plus 1 plus 1. I think I've told you this before. What is really easy to do is count up all the positives. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 positives. 8a squared b cubed. Now count up all the negatives. We just have the 1 minus 7a squared b c cubed. And my final answer is, what's 8 minus 7? 1. So you can either put 1 or just put a squared b c cubed. That's your final answer. Wow. Okay. Now look at 17. They're all the same term. I'm going to do the same thing on 17 as I did up on 14 where I find all the positives. I've got 5, 6, okay, the rest are negative. So I've got 6y. And how many negatives? We've got 6, 7, 8, 9. So minus 9y. There you go. Which is a negative. Gives me a negative 3y. And that's my final answer. So these all are the same term. They're an m. These all are constants. They have no variables with them. These are all our x's and these are all z's. So the nice thing about these is they all just have one kind of term. So you'll just basically combine them. All right now, 13 and 14, you're on your own.